Hi Flying Mice, hi Under, hi Dudley. Hi Uptake, hi Xavier. Hi Rooster King, hi Mellow. Hi hi Constructor. Yeah, are they just recommending my videos to you, Constructor? I think that's happening kind of in general, because I just have more views right now. Um, like just in general. I usually get like 30 to 20,000, and right now I'm just sitting at like 50,000 a day. That is. Hey, Boss Maker. Hey, Ruckus. Got Memecraft randomizers, the old speedruns, all of it. Everything you've watched, I assume, because those are all pretty old. Well, not the randomizers. That'd be interesting uptake. Hey, Salty Bread. Sorry, I am like... I woke up half an hour ago, got called by my mom like 5 minutes after I woke up. Talked to her for a bit, like, got everything sorted, found out my shower rod has fallen out of its place because it's a crappy tension rod. And then I went to update OBS and I couldn't update until I closed Hollow Knight. Hi, King Sullivan. Hey, Dark Sponge. You made sure after a long time. Well, I'm glad you like the streams and junk. I try sometimes. Valorant looks cool. I'm not even familiar with it. Linux seems epic if you really devote yourself to Linux. But besides that, I don't think I want to run the Linux gauntlet. Hey, Squiddo. Hey, Kaz. Ugh. So, today's gonna be a weird day. Also, I am testing something because I came to a conclusion just now as to why my streams have probably been lagging. And it's a little bit embarrassing that I didn't think of this sooner. So hopefully, throughout this stream, you will never experience any frame droppage at all. And we should be good. But if not, then darn. Uptake, you might also be able to guess what it was. But I don't suspect you will. But you are the only other person who has the information necessary to guess. Yeah, specifically you. Hey, Eject. Hey, Skolek. Taking from the clip yesterday, you encountered Providence. Yeah. I encountered Providence 2 days ago. Yesterday, I no-hit her within 45 minutes, but didn't do it on Radiant. So I spent another 3 hours to do it again. Hi, Jason. No, I didn't think you were going to think of it because it's like super inconsequential. But you are the only person who could. I think it was the Quirrell video because I was playing it at all times in the background. And I think that was injuring OBS. Just a little bit too much. So if this works today, if you could convert that to a animated image, we'll just say that to get over the troubles, that would be cool. Hi, Unseen. Yeah, Crydog goes in bottom right until we win. Hi, Ultimate Gamer. So, in fact, I just want to say that your laughter streams are legit, mature YouTube videos make me feel happy, so thank you for that. Oh, thank you, Sugar Graham. I'm glad you like them. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're swell. 5 boss items, dude, nice. It's a power play. Ugh, my chair is so noisy. Hi, Twitch Gamer. It looks pretty fun. Hollow Knight is pretty fun. I highly recommend it. I hope you enjoy it. Hey, ads. It's first year I made it too. Welcome to the stream, Duck Vader. Hi, Under. Welcome to Actually Chatting. Who would have thought? Anyway, we gotta wrap up this darn Pantheon with our 101% completion. And then I might do some other things if we finish it quickly. But I also might not. We'll see. I have no idea. I'm glad you like the YouTube stuff, Ultimate Gamer. Do you have a Switch yet? No, they are currently out of stock, like, everywhere, which is unfortunate. Once they are in stock, I will immediately put an order in. But for the time being, they are very not in stock. Hi, Zoldo. Hi, Kane. I've learned to like this fight now that I just screw with it. Oh, I really like the silly bosses on this Pantheon. Hey, Ackerman. Did I beat the Holy Vessel? You mean Pure Vessel? If you mean Pure Vessel, then yes. I don't know what a Holy Vessel is. Hey, Burning Dark. No. Okay. Flying Nosk is not that bad. Like, Flying Nosk isn't anything incredible, but what's wrong with Flying Nosk? See you later, Sullivan. Oh yeah, I radianted Pure Vessel. That's right. That's a thing that I should talk about, I guess. I think I'm trying to repress the memory after how long it took me. It was such a meme. We almost did it first try, and then I just, like, spent an hour to continue it. Though that was nothing compared to freaking Absrad. Goodness gracious. Absrad was so depressing. Especially like King Respray with a few Nosk moves thrown in. That's fair. So it's a relative, like, thing. I only got 2. Gorb. I don't know how you can play with that city, buddy. Kane, Steady Body is the one charm that I've always wanted to equip, but could never convince myself to do so, because there's always a better charm. But it's the one that I've always wanted to have. I just want you to know that. Though there are honestly some times where it's good to not have it. Like the Sisters of Battle is a good example of that. Whoa! Like here. I can kind of use it to move. Proud of you, Burb. Get here with your parries. Oh, really? Oh, I keep thinking they go further than they do, and then they never do. Again. He had like 2 hits left. Oh, I am way too lazy about that fight. And I finally paid the price. I think it was a GIF. I just don't think it was necessarily super high quality. Blind pogoing is quite a unique experience. Good luck, Arcus. How are you putting it into OBS? I did a media capture for this. People either love the keyboard sounds or hate the keyboard sounds, and there's no in between. Nuh-uh, Under. I'm gonna pogo. Hey, Chris. Goodbye, leaves. Have a good day. Pogo or no-go. It's true. I jumped too high. Oh, you got 3 this time. Sad. Be liking your stream, maybe I just don't understand how it works, but having a meteor source there but not playing, causing performance impact doesn't make a ton of sense. That's the thing, is that I have it playing in the background for when I close stuff. I could theoretically just turn it off whenever I run a game and then turn it on manually whenever I'm playing something. But running a video in the background versus running a animated image seems to have a notable performance difference, which at least is my theory. We don't know that yet. I haven't checked. We haven't finished this stream, but that is my suspicion as to what was causing the lag. And I seem to be correct so far. Yeah, I would disable visibility to not load it. Which I suppose I can do. This game is an 8.5 out of 10. Okay, what? There isn't even a sheep shear for 10. I haven't made it yet. I'll try, but I'm not sure I'm gonna win right away. It's fine, everything's fine. It's too many. But I wouldn't return. Wait, why? I was hopefully you'd come back. I mean, I didn't think I did that bad last time. Well, no, I actually do think I did that bad last time. I just think it was not unwatchable. Oh, he did that one. It's too many. Here are the 10,000 sheeps. Just 10,000. It's not. It's a fat, spinny boy in the cup. Oh, we're talking about the difficulty of the game. Yeah, I'd give it like a 7, 8 maybe. I guess it depends upon like if you're going for the like true end game content or not. I think normal Hollow Knight it's like a 6.5 to a 7, and then if you add the stupid ultra goals, you can get to like an 8, 8.5. Oh no. No, 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 no. Okay. Alright, alright, everything's fine. You know, just almost dying to bosses, getting a big tank sheep. Everything's cool, everything's fine. My mind definitely knows how to process the situation at hand. That was 10k, not 1k, correct. Rumors have told me that 10k is in fact significantly larger than 1k. This game's hard. Don't worry if you're not good at it yet. Oh, you got me. Hey, Aragon. Hi, Schwerpy. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's cool. My brain's fine. I've become desensitized to it by now. I envy you. I envy you and your power, Deadly, to be desensitized. To cheer, you need to spend money to get bits, and then you put them in my chat. That's not a good start. Because this fight does have the potential to murder me if I'm not careful. Which I frequently am not. Although I do get to heal, so. I have to go in like 2 minutes. Oh, I'm sorry, Burning Dark. I'll be streaming for like 3 hours, so you got time to come back. Oh, what the? That was a little bit awkward. Wow, they really like this attack. Here we go. Okay. I did not get to Absrad yesterday. I have no-hit Absrad twice. Once on Ascended, and it took me 45 minutes, and then 3 hours to do it on Radiant. Literally the same exact thing. It was awful. How would you compare this game as a whole to Calamity Death Mode? Are you talking difficulty? Because it's... Most of the game is easier, but endgame Hollow Knight content is probably harder than endgame Calamity content. I do think this game is better than Calamity Death Mode, though. Eaten true radiance before. Do you mean absolute radiance? Alright, cool. Hey, Gray. Oh, dang. That's unfortunate uptake. Oh, epic. You can parry that and then he just doesn't shoot his projectile. Oh no, they just slapped me, I guess. Oops. It's fine. This boss doesn't matter. I just made you ask us enough to grind that. Well, the first time I did it, it took 45 minutes. Then I was like, cool, I'll do it again on Radiant, because that's the real mode that I'm supposed to do it on. That one took 3 hours. I don't know, I wanted to do it. Why not? It turns out Abzrat is really not that fun, nail only, but I did do it. I always stream for at least 3 hours. Oh my god, I hate this boss so much. Ah! This boss has 2 whole attacks, so let's make sure that he takes half an hour to kill, so that you can really experience both of them. It's so annoying. Hi, Chocolate. Oh, I thought he was gonna jump away. Oops. Oh, I accidentally used a spell. Invalid! Well, if it's against this guy, it counts, because he sucks. Come on. Okay. No, it's fine. You take your time. Yeah, if this goes somewhere, it'll go on my second channel. Oh, epic. Ooh, I could do that to get 2 hits in. Got him. That's because I don't do anything on my second channel right now. It makes sense that you wouldn't know about it.
Show them bosses who's boss.
Dolgar, thank you for the tier 1 sub for 3 months. Enjoy our cute angry dogs all throughout Twitch for as long as you're subscribed. I appreciate it. I hope you're swell. Thank you. And your lead badge, by the way, because that's what you got now. Epic and cool. Very cool. Hope you're swell. Again. Exclamation point Terraria, just a heads up, I don't do anything Terraria related, except for this week, and then one more thing, and then I'll never do Terraria again. Don't ask why. You can find it out yourself. How much would you need to be paid to fight Elder Who for 3 hours? I don't even know which one Elder Who is. Okay. Over here, it's bad. Pyramids are a form of chat spam. And I don't like chat spam, shockingly enough. I'm gonna get greedy for that extra damage. Oh, okay. Lillaby, I think you missed the part where I said I'm not doing anything Terraria related. If you bring it up one more time, you'll be permanently banned. No, not literal pyramids. That would be a little bit peculiar. If you brought that into the chat, you'd get to keep it just by virtue of, like, managing to do that, which is kind of impressive. Oh, I'm dead. You're kidding me. Okay, I counted. God, what a jank Umu fight. It's the fight everyone loves. For God's sake. Local Heck tries to heal for hours. Never succeeds. Oh, I like had a strat for this down yesterday and I have completely screwed it up by now. There we go. It's gotta be like a hit away. Or 2. It just says watch the VOD. The reason why it doesn't say why I'm leaving Terraria is because I've said it like 15 times, like every day for the past 2 weeks. At a certain point, I kind of have to put my foot down and say, yes, the right thing to do is to constantly explain this to everybody or make a giant video about it, but that's not what feels good for me. And at a certain point, I do have to behave selfishly to preserve my own, like, sanity. We have well reached that point by now. For the record, the reason I don't want to stream Terraria anymore is because it depresses me, because my chat becomes terrible. This is not a unique opinion to me, it's a shared opinion among regulars here. Oops. Chat becomes younger. So everyone would ask, yeah, and I mean, at the end of the day, like, I would love to be a robot and just be like, I don't want to play Terraria because of this. I have not seen the new Twitch policies. I'm not too worried about it, honestly. It doesn't apply to me. But ultimately, the chat becomes younger because Terraria's target demographic is quite young. That worked somehow. And like, people who are like 10 to 12, even 12 to 14, just like don't click with a lot of really important social cues yet. One of them being that like a Twitch live stream is not the place where you're the like center of attention. And people kind of don't get that. Like, one thing that happens a lot, and I can attest to this being a thing that happens with kids, because I would do it when I was a kid, is that like once there's one thing that like focused around them, even if it was a bad thing, right? Like even if it was they got timed out or they caused somebody to be really annoyed, right? Like they latch onto that. That's what they are for the rest of the stream. And like not just the rest of the stream, but for all the streams following that, they'll just bring up that one thing that got them attention, hoping that it will work again. And it's like, stuff like that is why Terraria chats tend to be not very good. It's just occupied by a younger group of people, which like, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that they're bad for being kids, but like, they are not suitable for Twitch chats. There's a reason the TOS includes an age restriction, among other things. There are other reasons that age restriction is there. Can we get out of this corner? Like, just, oh my god. Thank you. Shouldn't Fortnite be worse, though? I don't stream Fortnite, so... Thank you, Bananas. Oh, what? Oh, come on. Fortnite is not a bad video game. Learn to cope. We should be posting YouTube videos for it. We will be posting 4 more Terraria-related YouTube videos. This week should be the finale of Dungeon Playthrough, then Hive and Temple World, Biomes tier list, and then done. Closed book. No more. Refuse to support Epic Games. I mean, all right. Yeah, I'll be still be posting stuff on my main channel, of course. It'll probably be a bit different. I won't necessarily like screw with games as much. I'll still try and do that, like doing meme crafts and randomizer stuff and things like that. But I guess the ideal state of my YouTube channel moving forward is that it's less about what happens in the game and more about me, which we'll see if that works at all. It could totally fail, and if it does, that sucks. But I would rather fail doing something I enjoy than succeed and hate every moment of it. Ooh, 2 hits. Only 1, sad. Probably boss tier list, I might. It would have to be a nail-only tier list for obvious reasons. Wow, I really goofed that up. Oh, I thought that was gonna be the last one. Will you do Journey's End? I will briefly do stuff in Journey's End. I'll complete the Bestiary, that's about it. Okay, I should stop. Oh, you're kidding me. I'm gonna wait for him to do another shield attack just so I can heal. No.
Fail mine.
I buzzed. Oh, we're dead. Goodbye. It's over. It's over. Are you kidding me? Great start. I love this boss. I love this boss. You're kidding me? No, that's two. All right, at least I got away with that, and then he immediately fell on me. Okay. Ah! Yeah, you can deflect the falling rocks, which makes them completely pointless, and it's a huge meme. Oh god. Well, let's hope I still have my memory from yesterday. Forgot. Actually, yeah. Okay. What was I greedy on? Was it on Grim? Did I do something greedy on Grim? at the start. Oh. Okay. Already listened to that. I've already seen all this. I got to freaking abs rad. All right. Please remember how to do this fight. Please don't screw this fight up, Hectic. You can do it. Do the spicy shadow dash. Oh yeah, I mean, I guess that's greedy, yeah. Oh god. Nope, no. Okay. Please don't screw it up. Just one good fight. That's all I want. Just one good one. Hello, the sun. Feels just like home. Oh. Hello, the sun. Oh, rude start. Beyond rude start. Oh, Jesus. I'm a fool. Had to make it interesting. Had to make it interesting. Woo! Did that one count? Thou ist God of gods. Wait, is there more? Oh, thank God. I did not want to have to do that all over again. I could not have had a more jank Absrat fight. I healed like 5 times. In that second phase, like I just kept going for heals and I got away with it. Oh, Jesus Christ. I like when I took the first hit on the Ascension thing, I knew I was going to take a second hit at that point. I was like, no, I'm going to drop to 1 mask and have to do the final part without getting hurt. Oh no, you can get the last ending? I don't know. How, like, it's a tough question. How much does it matter? Not much, barely. It really doesn't matter. What even is it? Like, did it mean you have to fight the Pantheon again? What? But give the Godmaster a thing? Schoolwork is good for your bones. You have to get Absolute Radiance and Number Grade. What would it be? Nail only is like a 6, but I'm sure as a normal boss it's like a 7. Nail only might be a 5, actually. We're waiting. Would you give Sisters a battle? Like a 7, I guess? Galaxy Gamer, thank you for the Prime sub. I appreciate it. Enjoy our cute, angry dogs all throughout Twitch. For as long as you're subscribed, I appreciate it. I hope you're well. Thank you very much. Very much. Well, I'm not rating them for fun. I'm rating them for, like, how good of a boss they are. My favorite boss is probably Nightmare King Grim. 55! More like 56, woo! Would be a 10 out of 10 boss. I don't think there's any boss in this game that's 10 out of 10. Super Mega Secret in the Hall of Gods. Is it the Eternal Ordeal where you fight an endless wave of Zotes that I'm never going to do because I already saw it and I don't ever want to touch that and I'd rather burn it at the stake. I've not played Hob. How'd you see it? I occasionally have dipped into the Hollow Knight wiki after the spoiler ban, quote unquote, got lifted. And I looked at the Zone entry and I saw the Eternal Ordeal and I was like, dear God, no. What is this? So I checked. Spoiler ban got lifted? Yes and no. I said the spoiler ban got lifted and immediately realized that I shouldn't have said that. It's more that I'm asking questions now rather than not asking questions. Because previously, I would basically never ask questions, and now I do. You seen the reward that it gives you? No. Let's look like what exists still. So theoretically, Pantheon of Hollowness is the hardest thing in 112%, right? Or do you have to do something harder? That isn't even in 112. Wow. Sad. Can you lower the price on Universal Destruction? No. Can't just toss that stuff around willy-nilly. I was not going for 100%. I am definitely not going for 112%. If I get it, then that's cool. But I'm not actively going for it. What I am going to do, I think, because I still don't have this door, and I don't know what's behind this door. Is what's behind this door worth radianting the bosses? How's it been going? It's all right so far. No, probably not. Oh, it's a lore thing? Dang, that's unfortunate. I mean, this is freaking Absrad. You would think they'd be a little bit more paralleled. There needs to be a secret here that goes to absolute value radiance. I shouldn't talk. Yeah, I did Path of Pain already. Yeah, there's just too much here. I cannot convince myself to do all of these. Just look at them all. Good lord. Like, I respect anybody who does do all that, but I am not that kind of guy. I have played Cave Story, and I wasn't a huge fan, unfortunately. Path of Pain is definitely not easy, but if you have platformer experience, it can be a lot less bad. Oh, you can open it by beating them unattuned, I see. Oh, I've already learned to hate certain bosses. I can't think of any examples. Like, none at all. Not a single example that I can think of that brings me great fiery rage. None whatsoever. Not a single one. I love them all dearly. There's none that I have a serious problem with. I couldn't tell you any boss in this entire game upon radianting that I had a serious problem with. There was none at all. It didn't happen. It wasn't a thing. 2 hours left. What are we doing? Let me look. Was there ever anything over? Oh. What's this? Is this worth doing? And how? I don't even. It's not worth it. Okay. Binding store, not anymore. You get that for all bindings. Interesting. What's behind it? Is it lore? Nope, kinda. It unlocks lifeblood in the Pantheons. Oh. But if you did them all bindings, why would you need lifeblood? This seems silly. Well, I guess I'm here now. You can do one binding at a time and get all of them. Oh, okay. So here's the question. 1, 2, 3. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can do that. We can definitely do that. Possibly mellow. I mean, some of them are pretty fun, but others are just like, oh my god, why does this guy not have a tell for his different types of jumps? Oh! Okay. Wait, no, we have a thing there. I have streamed Spelunky, and I will potentially stream more in the future. It's, not one that I'm going to stream super often, just because it's kind of, oh, actually, we should take that off. Epic. Spike 2 coming out anytime soon? I hope so, but no. I have not played Axiom Verge. I've watched Rack play it. It's a Metroidvania, so I'm generally super averse to playing it. Because I kind of hate Metroidvanias, actually, with a burning passion. Which is funny, given that I'm playing one right now, and one that is very good. I think this may be the only Metroidvania that I've ever enjoyed playing. I'm not positive about that, but I'm fairly sure it's the case. I've actually never gone up this area. This is incredible. Peekaboo! 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 Epic. Oh. That's an interesting one. Is that in Deep Nest or Fungal Wastes? I assume it's in Deep Nest. Why'd you pick Hollow Knight up in the first place then? Because so many people like this game. And I was told by, I think, Rack that it doesn't do... Rack and a couple other people that it doesn't do all the things that I hate in Metroidvanias, which it frequently did not do the things I hate, which is great. Hollow Knight breaks down a lot of the typical, like, expectations of a Metroidvania and lets you kind of mix it up in a way that is very good and cool. The grub is out of bounds. Oh boy, Deep Nest. Okay, so we'll teleport home, get the Teacher's Archives one, grab the Deep Nest one, and then the rest are pretty much all on the right side of the map. What sort of things do you hate in Metroidvanias? Metroidvanias, I think, are a poor way to structure a linear game. Because it sort of creates this artificial... It's a linear game disguising itself as an open world game in a way that constantly breaks your immersion, in my opinion. Because, like, whenever I'm playing a Metroidvania, and I'm aware of it, I guess if I just played them all blind and didn't know, it'd work. But whenever I play a Metroidvania, I will reach a ledge, and the ledge will be too high for me to jump over. And it'll have like some sparkly stuff on the other side of the ledge. And I'll just sit there and be like, ah, this is the double jump part. I need the double jump here. And then I'll reach an area where there's like a big vertical tunnel, right? With two walls facing each other, and it's very narrow. The walls are close together. Ah, that's the wall jump part. I need the wall jump to get through there. And it's just infuriating for me to play a game like that, because it's like, I know exactly what I have to do to get through this. And the only reason that I can't get through it is that I don't have the item that I need yet. So I'm just gonna have to come back here later when I get that item. And to all the other areas, right? And I just think that's not good. Yeah, Shadow Gates are my least favorite part of this game, because I got to the Shadow Gates and I was like, oh, I need the item that lets you get through this. I just need to get something, and then come back like a week later. Peekaboo! 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 I also thought there was an upwards dash, I think, at one point. And yeah, Hollow Knight allows you to be creative instead. Like, if you're creative, Hollow Knight lets you go to places early, or go to, like, get little bonuses ahead of time, right? Like, I cannot count the amount of times that I bounced on some fly's head because it would let me get to an area that I wouldn't be able to get to otherwise. But with a standard, like, complete bare bones Metroidvania, that's not a thing you can do. You find a thing that's too high and you cannot go there until you come back later. And it creates this really frustrating situation where you feel like you're in an open world, but you're not actually in an open world. You're only in an open world when you have the items that let you be in it. And I just think that's bad. I think if you want to make a game with a linear experience, just make a linear game. You don't need to include all the backtracking, in my opinion, because I think in my opinion, it's just frustrating, and that's just me. Like, at the end of the day, there's a lot of people that like backtracking, and that's totally cool, and I am glad they like that. I think, personally, that Metroidvanias are not the way to do it right, but... What the heck is this guy? Do all fully open games? I think so too. I think Metroidvanias are like shoving two good things together and making them worse. Spore charm needed? You need to put on a charm to talk to him, I see. Never to say tears through the main gate. I didn't even know that I could enter there. I actually ended up finding a way in from Deepness via the tram, all the way up that annoying spike room near the sewers. Really cool that the game is designed so they're like, yeah. I got to a bunch of places in really dumb ways on this playthrough, to the point that it actually disadvantaged me at one point, and I could not find the Crystal Dash. I just couldn't. And it was epic and painful. Follow him around the map as a quest, and he gives you a bonus ending cutscene. I see. Adorable. Is this one area that made me really unhappy? No, it's not. Okay. Welcome back, Deadly. Aha! Peekaboo! 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 What do you need a lurk command for, Ruckus? I don't understand. Well, I have to play Peekaboo with the mimics in case they're real. Yeah, I beat Pantheon of Hollow Nest. It was epic and cool. Okay. So all those are done. All those are done. So now I need to go to King Station. They're all around there. Hey. Yeah, no, they didn't catch me with that last one. I knew the last one was a mimic, yes, but just in case, I had to be sure. Is this one just hanging out? Do you like playing puzzle games? Depends. Oh, I guess it's in here. Peekaboo! 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 I enjoyed Baba Is You. I did not finish it because the sort of end game puzzles of Baba Is You kind of dived into territories that I wasn't really the hugest fan of. So I did not complete the game, but I did do a good chunk of it. Ow. I don't want to play anymore. Okay, so I need to go into the Royal Waterways. Do I have to go from the other way? I'm not sure if I have to go from that one, like, Crystal Dash or not. Make a Metroidvania enjoyable to more people, or at least more enjoyable to types of people who like Metroidvanias in their more traditional form. Right. Provided you don't go in. Favorite puzzle game? I have not played enough to give you a good answer. I have not played The Witness, but it's one that I'm interested in. Expected to 100% it, yeah. So is the Crystal Dash the only way in? Or would it be faster to go to Kingdom's Edge and go around? Are you sure you can go through Kingdom's Edge? Gotcha. I mean, every game's flawed. Depends upon how flawed it is. Hi. What happens when you overtime yourself? You take double damage. Okay, so we need to drop down, and we can grab that other grub while we're doing it. Oh, you freaking jerk. Oh, you freaking other jerk. I bet you're in cahoots. Ah, yes. Peekaboo! What? Hey. Hey. What? I'm... Peekaboo? No. Peekaboo! Peekaboo! I have trust issues now, dude. Okay. Do we go to waterways first or to the hive first? We'll go to waterways first. We'll save hive for last when it inevitably destroys all of my bones at once. Still the only area in the game that has ever got me to lose Geo. Peekaboo! 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 Alright, I respect it. And then we need to go to Isma's Grove. I don't have strength equipped because it is still fragile. And I am a idiot baby boy. Trashing around in the trash can because he's afraid. Oh, that's why this room exists. It all makes sense now. Do I need to go this way? I feel like I don't. Yeah, no, that's there. Oh, this goes not where I want. Skip tramp pass and save an nail swing. Aw. Dang. Silk Song will release just without ever having an announced release date. Like, it'll just come out and no one will know. Peekaboo! Peekaboo! Are you good? Peekaboo! Okay, he had a moment there. All right, let's go back. And I think that's our last grub in the hive. Was it up or down? It was down. Hey, Young, it's going decent. Beat the thing that was hard, and that was cool. Hi, Turtle. Hive whilst overcharmed is going to be a nightmare that I will not recover from. Okay, back to Kingdom's Edge. Hollow Knight a roguelike, or does it have a storyline? It is not a roguelike. It is, it does have a storyline, but it's not super easy to discern unless you kind of dig into it a bit. But it is it's a Metroidvania game, so it's not like a randomized roguelike or anything like that. The way they just roll around like crazy. Oh my god. I'm so sorry, Turtle. Ugh. I did beat the Pantheon of the thing, yes. Okay, we need to get to the top right, apparently. So. And we need to be... We're gonna play this so safe. Like, I have learned my lesson from this area in the past. Sort of answer I was hoping for, to be honest. Well, that's good. Yeah? Yeah, you think so? Ha! Idiot. Oh god, there's a dude there. Why are you so charming today? I'm over charming because it's epic. It tells you it has lore, but it refuses to actually direct you to it. And I'm going to create such a nice immersive atmosphere because it makes me feel like I'm actually playing in the world. Yeah. Like, it doesn't necessarily hide it from you. But it doesn't shove it in your face either, which is kind of nice. You have to be your own dang historian. You'll tap whenever I try. Most of the time, yeah. That's a bit closer than I thought. The timing for that second jump is a little awkward. There we go. Peekaboo! 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 And if I'm not mistaken, yeah, I just got the achievement. We're out of here. No more of that. Five questions. How's it going? It's alright, dude. Jingles. I got all the grub friends. That was pretty cool. Yeah, I really don't dig games that have like lore just kind of shoved at you either. Though I frankly rarely like partake in lore at this point as a general point. See you later, Elemental. It would actually be faster to go to their mouth. Hipstag! Ah! Hey, dude. You're right, this creepy carnival has vanished and the town's returned to its former self, nice and quiet as I like it. It's quite enough to deal with just the occasional traveler. Whole structures appearing out of nowhere, dreadful music, horrific masks, all far more than one old bug should have to face. Yeah. Poor guy. I'm just gonna go right past that. shower me. Oh. I am the god of this world. Ah! Okay, gratitude reps will move to the next stage of their lives, abuse weapons with a holy strength. When the bearer is at full health, they will fire beams of white hot energy from their nail? What? Is that a projectile, or is it just like long nail part 3? I'm not going back in the grub room. Why ever not? The world is better if I don't go back into the grub room. Let's just put it that way. What am I at? 102%? Oh, and I have a bunch of things I could sell too. Hold on. We should go to the place where I could sell those. Where is the dude? We could go to King Station or storerooms, I think. King Station's probably easier. What happens when you go back in the grub room? You don't go back in the grub room. Trust me. Oh! Yes! I don't even care. I'm using this. Is that a thing you may not have heard about? Yes. Oh no, I know exactly what happens. A 50% damage increase. Dude, epic. So like if I got rid of Mark of Pride and Longnail, I would just be giga powerful. How did you find out? It's almost like I have friends who play this game and have told me about things before. Heck-ass friends? I pretend. Oh my god. Is this what it's like to play with spells? Mentioned that I just started playing a game from about 15 years ago that I'd somehow managed to completely avoid spoilers on, and he immediately asked me what I thought of this twist that happens halfway through the game. People, like... Look, if this applies to you, I'm very sorry. I've done it in the past too. I think everyone at some point might have done it at least once, or at least seen it happen before they did. People are dumb and really like to ask about a spoiler, putting the spoiler into the question. So that it's like, if you didn't already know, now you do know. Bye, Mello. And it's like, they have the right intentions. They want to know if you know about it, but they tell you about it to get the, like... It's so dumb.
Velmi Artrit.
Here you go.
Opal. Velmi Artrit.
This doesn't even feel like that much money anymore.
Son. Velmi Artrit.
Dag uptake.
Velmi Artrit. Kachael. Lias. Velmi Artrit. Velmi Artrit. Velmi Artrit.
I'll look at the Arcane Egg descriptions.
Velmi Artrit.
Yeah, like not spoiling stuff can be an art, truly.
Boris son? Gian. Velmi Artrit. Kachael.
Another Arcane Egg. It's a rare chance to own 2 of these. I'll be the enemy of all my colleagues, though my purse is feeling much lighter for it. These eggs are the most desired find from the time before Hollownest, but they're not the only remnant of that age. You may have come upon them, those old statues that seem a store for soul. They too prove its existence, though in a larger, cruder form.
Velmi Artrit. Velmi
A third Arcane Egg? You're an exceptional explorer to have found so many. An egg is a perfect protective form. In Hollownest we use stone journals or tablets, our text engraved atop. These eggs are far more secure. Their records are stored within. In fear of damaging the eggs, I'm only able to access the outer layer, but it's clear those in the distant past could somehow access information stored even deeper within. If only I could find a way to do so. Just think of the discoveries to be made. I like that ending, but is that interesting? I think I have the other thing. The person did the thing really cool. Yes. See you later, guys, bub. Ugh. Got any plans for your 13k Geo? Yeah, I'm gonna take back my stupid charm. See you later, Breathiest. Give me the freaking thing. I know it's gonna be more expensive, and I'm not gonna give it to her. Unbreakable Heart. And what does it even do? I don't even know. Oh, okay. It just gives you another mask, I guess. And so I have 3 charms that I didn't get. And that would put me to 106%. Oh, plus 2 masks. Okay. So, like, what's left? Getting those 3 charms. I guess getting the mask shard and the vessel fragment. That might be another 2%. Getting that 1 spell that I don't have might be another one. And that would be 6. Which leaves 3. The last nail art. Okay, that's 2 left. Have fun, turtle. Another item. Oh. I have to do this, don't I? This game better with controller. I think it's just as good on controller or keyboard. Bingo! 3% from charms, 2% from the spell, 1% from the nail art, then 3% more after that. Bingo, how was your stram? Was it cool and good? I hope it was cool and good. The final percent is literally just talking to an NPC. Oh, so do I not have to do this? Or is this how I get, like, the spell or something? Turns out you should allow viewers you haven't seen before into a bomb party turned in because people like using Google. Please don't copy paste. It's the last man. Oh, that's right. You did tell me. I mean, you know. I'm trying to think if I actually want to bother. I don't know. Like, we're really close, obviously. But at the same time, I just don't think I necessarily care. You know? Everything else will take like half an hour at most, probably, yeah. Yeah, no, don't trust anyone. Not even yourself. Not even Justin. Ugh. I would probably screw up Delicate Flower like innumerable times before I actually succeeded. Come back. Ugh. We'll give it a shot. We might as well. We've got like another hour and 15 minutes at least, and it could theoretically fill up that time pretty well. I don't even remember where the freaking Delicate Flower starts. Is it over at, it's over at the resting grounds, right? At the very right of it. In that little hut with the bench on it. I'm pretty sure that's where Delicate Flower is. Alright. Oops. What NPC you have to talk to? Which NPC is it? I hope it's dumb. That's my dearest desire. It's the seer. Which one's that? I don't know who the seer is. Oh, it's Essence Lady. Okay, so resting grounds again. Who makes weird sounds? Ah, Malimo, no da da, Malimo, ah. Wielder, you returned. Let me have a look at the dream nail. So much essence, so bright. You truly are the wielder my tribe so long has dreamed of. The folk of my tribe were born from a light similar to essence, similar to that powerful blade, though much brighter still. They were content to bask in that light and honored it for a time. But another light appeared in our world, a worm that took the form of a king. How fickle my ancestors must have been. They forsook the light that spawned them, turned their backs to it, forgot it even. And so this kingdom was born from that betrayal. But the memories of that ancient light still lingered, hushed whispers of faith, until all of Hollowness began to dream of that forgotten light. Ah, but what's done is done, and so am I. The wielder has at last appeared, and I've held the memories of my tribe for long enough. It is time for us to be forgotten too. Please don't kill yourself. Don't remember us, wielder. Don't honor us. We do not deserve it. Okay. Well. No, Hollow Knight just has a really particular writing style. I don't think it's a typo. Epic. Imagine not using the compass, especially when you're about to do a like quest that involves moving around a lot. Having a non-silent protagonist. It'll be interesting. No, I don't know where to take the flower. I just know it's somewhere in Queen's Gardens. It's a one-of-a-kind flower, unlike the first 5. Oh, Havoc. Because you have empathy. I don't have that. We have a stronger ghost, that's true. So you can't see the massive mound of flowers, I'll tell you it's one of a kind. Exactly. This one's really precious. Please don't break it. Don't break it. They're so precious. They're perfect. I really should have compass on me. Like, there is no excuse for me not having a compass. Indeed it is, but let's not talk too much about it here. Thank you. We can get rid of... Honestly, like, if we have this... Does it get nerfed by... No, we can just run off of that entirely. And then we can throw on Wayward Compass. We could also do... Fabs. So, like, we're a super ranged build. Six petals instead of 5. Market Fry does actually slightly buff Grubberfly's LG. Only widens it, doesn't increase range. I see. Still useful for spike pogoing? Yeah, but I'm not going to be spike pogoing with Delicate Flower, actually. I did beat the Pantheon, yeah. Okay. Okay, so we want to go up here. And I seem to remember there being problems in this general area, in that things are trying to kill me from the ceiling. Maybe not. Maybe I made that up. I'm doing that stupid Delicate Flower thing. Okay. Sick 'em, Babs. Good job. Okay. I'm just gonna hang out here. Don't mind me. Yeah, doing it before Infected Crossroads sounded like it'd be great. Okay, we need to go up here. So we need to go to Green Path. Jesus Christ. I guess we could take a different route and go Fungal Wastes and then go through Fog Canyon. Which might be better, honestly. Yeah, you can't take damage during this. Double jump also triggers Infected Crossroads. Well. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll do Fog Canyon. Kill the enemies before so they didn't respawn. Powerful. Right, they died to that. Okay. Thank God I have acid immunity. Wait, is this like the way down? Oh, epic. Hey, Grimbab. Hi, other Babs. Oh no. I forgot that I'm not allowed to do summon bilge in this area. Babs, why? How could you forsake me? I mean, I might. I don't know if I want to do this. It's not fun. It's the unfun. I wasn't even like halfway, I don't think. Where in Queen's Gardens do you need to go? Like, top left? Not top left? It's that little room right in the middle of Queen's Gardens. Like the one that's like a half circle? Yeah. I see, I see. So yeah, I was still quite a ways away, in fact. Ugh. Big sad boy hours. Big sad boy hours. I might be content having just finished the grubs, honestly. Stop playing Hollow Knight, what would you do next? We could do like just chatting, or like we could do like Spelunky. I wouldn't mind doing Spelunky speedruns, honestly. Deep Nest. Oh god. Ugh. We'll set up the randomizer like for the start of a stream, not in the middle of it. More no jump attempts. I think I'd rather just do like normal low percent. Did a Thorium Terraria speedrun? No, that would be awful. It would be a vanilla Terraria speedrun, but there's a horrible boss at the end. Do I have everything in this now? Epic. Oh. That's Elder Who. Yeah, awful. Oh, and I can see that there's like little rings around stuff depending upon how much you've gotten them. Do Hollow Knight boss tier list too? I could do that. Conquered 158 out of 163? Oh, what am I missing? I beat Absolute Radiance on Radiant and I did the Pantheon of Hollownest, yeah. There's a Spelunky kind of randomizer, and then it just kind of throws it all together. Like, there's just stuff everywhere constantly. Here's a decent template. Let's see. Interesting. Is the top one Absrad? Top one is Absrad, gotcha. Interesting. Some of these are a little confusing. Like if they're the rematches or not. Why does Dung Defender look so weird in his picture? He looks like he's like peering down a sewer hole. Just like, are you alright down there? You good? Everything cool? Beating Absrad is even further. Interesting. I doubt it's 0.01. That's pretty low. Well, I guess if it's the third Pantheon. It's a suitable situation for him to be in. That's true. Hi, Adrian. Nightcap. Ugh. If you're talking about the Spelunky randomizer, Avery, look up Froze Lunky. RFOZ Lunky. Hi, Jerry Berry. 4% at least have 112. I see. Does 112 what? Does 112 require the fourth Pantheon? Uses the God Home image, I see. Fourth but not fifth. I see. Alright, I apologize. You're all about to be blinded. We'll do the thing. The sun? The sun. Hello. Okay. And we're going to rank this. Yeah, that's why I was confused about what it was, just to be sure it was Abzrad. We're going to rank this based upon my experience with these bosses, nail only. So some of these might look really dumb because I'm ranking them based upon nail only and not the opposite of that. Yes, Cap. Abzrad. Like C. I think it should be obvious, but like this boss is probably built around you using spells pretty consistently. And it is an absolute chore. Can we not see you moving the curve? Wait, what the? Why'd it freeze? What the? We good now? I think we're... Oh no, it froze again. Alright. Alternate solution. Abzrad, C tier. Because, yeah, this boss is like kind of super spell oriented. So doing it nail only is like torture and extremely RNG. And I don't love it. And I wish it was not like that. But that's okay. I'm cool with final boss having like... Or like the big bad super boss having like components that encourage you to use everything. It just kind of sucks if you decide to go nail only. Because your openings are extremely limited at pretty much all times. This is... Is this the rematch or the first one? That's Broken Vessel. It's the first one. Okay. Broken Vessel is like here. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. It wasn't remarkable in any serious way. I do enjoy that like this guy is like a nail wielder, but without all the tact of an actual nail wielder, and it's kind of just throwing it around like crazy. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, B tier. Not too consequential in any way. And pretty fun to fight. For the most part. Kind of fade out ghost image that you use to dream nail enter the fight. Sure. Brooding Moloch. I really like Brooding Moloch because it is like this delightful benchmark tool. I fought Brooding Moloch like a bunch of different times throughout the game, from the very beginning to like the very end. So Brooding Moloch, in my experience, was just like an absolute blast. Doing it nail only and with like nothing at all is super fun. Just like pressing against the odds when you really definitely shouldn't be. I just really enjoy Brooding Moloch's like place in the game, and that I've just every time I fought it, I was like, oh my god, I'm so much stronger than I was before. And then by the end of the game, I'm just shredding the boss. But at the beginning of the game, it was super hard, and it was super fun to try and beat it without like anything going for you. Double Nail Master Boys. I'll put him here. I don't think they're bad necessarily. Like, they're definitely good. Is this going on YouTube? I don't know. We'll see. Probably not. If we're putting this on YouTube, I'd like actually go more in depth. I'm just kind of doing this for fun right now. I just don't really enjoy fighting them necessarily too much. Like, I kind of just... It feels very sluggish, you know? You kind of have to just wait for them to do their thing, and then they jump away, and then they jump back in, do their thing, get a few hits, jump away, and it's like... you know, in and out a lot, and it's not bad, but it definitely has a really slow pace as far as the fights go. And like the Sisters of Battle are a great example of like how I think it could be done better, which is to keep the pace going. Because ultimately they rarely operate as a collective. It's usually just one at a time, and then sometimes they'll do a double attack, which is still just one attack effectively. Crystal Guardian. You jump sometimes, and then you hit the X button, and then it dies. That's pretty cool. I guess it should be lower. Probably lower than Absrad. Because with Absrad, I have to actually do things. But, yeah, no, you just kind of hit the jump key and hit the attack key, which is epic. Dung Defender's cool. I like him. He's one of the bosses that I think the more you fight him, the more you realize just how many opportunities you get to deal damage to this guy, to the point that you can just, like, interrupt some of his attacks with your own attacks. And it's, I'm a big fan of when that's a possibility. And Dung Defender gives you tons of those, right? Like, if you know what Dung Defender is going to do, you can just throw in, like, 3 extra slashes for fun. And that's super epic. I enjoy that a lot, in fact. And he's also just kind of funny, so. Interesting skill basis. Yeah, no, like, artificial difficulty is what I usually make the distinction for that. Hey, Peepo. Hate this guy. He has 2 attacks. Neither of them matter. And he is completely undamageable during one of them. And the other one, he just can teleport away after you hit him once. So it's just a really long fight where there's 2 attacks that don't really do much. Like if you just gave him a 3rd attack, that would have been epic. Or if you just made him damageable and made him like a mini boss, that would have been cool too. But you didn't, so that's cool. Hey, it's this guy, but now he does 2 damage. Cool, that was great. That one went really well. I played Hollow Knight before, but I'm here because why not? I mean, I'm pretty much done with Hollow Knight, or normal Hollow Knight at least. So we're just doing like a dumb tier list now. False Knight refight. I'm gonna surprise people by putting it like up there. I'm actually a big fan of this. That's False Knight, right? Not the refight. Wouldn't this be this, and then this is the refight? You should do a charity live stream or not, whatever. I'll do one of those probably. Yeah, I like Failed Knight because it kind of just, like, I died to this boss because I had forgotten how this boss operated, and this boss makes you have to actually, like, in some capacity think, right? This boss, you just teaches you how to play the game. This one takes it and makes it an actual boss fight. Even if, like, you could totally just know what to do and smash it out right away, I died to this boss because I was not thinking when it came up. So it does require you to actually act in a certain way, at least nail only, again. This is a nail only list, so with spells you could probably just shred him either way. But I do enjoy how you can kind of decimate this guy once you figure out what you're doing, but get decimated if you don't. This guy, there, he's cool. He serves his purpose. There's nothing that I have to say bad about this guy. He's a starting boss and he teaches you how to play the game. That's cool. I like that he does that. That's my favorite thing about him. Do my skills in the game where I struggled so much when I first fought him, eventually over time was able to learn to kill him before he does more than like 2 attacks. Yeah. Flukumaran, best boss in the game. You can pogo it in its entirety. You can never leave the pogoing atmosphere. It is the best boss for Nail Only. Literally the greatest of all time. But in actuality, it's like there. This guy, I actually like this guy's fight a lot. I like the momentum. I really enjoy toying with momentum while fighting a boss. That might be an unpopular opinion. I feel like this guy could easily be hated by a lot of people, but I actually enjoy being able to toy with the momentum of a scythe while fighting the guy. This one, I don't actually like this boss very much. It can either like go really fast if the guy keeps rolling, or you can just sit there for half an hour because he keeps spitting. And if you keep spitting, it's a really bad idea to get in there and try and deal damage, Nail Only. And the Armor Lady is just a bait because she doesn't do anything relevant, and you might think that you need to damage her instead, so that's kind of annoying too. I'm not a huge fan of it personally, but yeah. Gorb is the best. Gorb is all. Gorb is forever. Sly. Sly was fun. I liked Sly. He's definitely one of those bosses where you really just have to step back and not do anything for a little bit. Don't even try and damage this guy until you've seen what he does. And then once you see what he does, then attack him, because if you try and do anything else, you are going to be annihilated, because his attacks are huge. But as long as you look at them, they're very predictable, and then you get your opportunities after he's done swinging his big dang nail. Grey Prince Zote is an RNG. Grubmother. I actually really don't like Grubmother. Even as a starting boss, because it has the one attack. And the one attack where it goes is fine. I don't necessarily have anything against it. But it also has like this charge attack that is weirdly punishing. Like oddly punishing. Like I don't know if it's just me, but I don't love the like charge attack that goes directly. It feels too fast. And if I was new to the game and I like happened to get a bunch of those in a row, I'd feel weirdly punished for not knowing about the charge attack. Grey Prince Zote is RNG. You can beat an RNG boss consistently if you're good enough at the game, but he is definitely RNG. Like he can be way, way harder on one attempt and then like absolutely free out another attempt. RNG is variance. RNG isn't inconsistency. If that makes sense. A boss can be consistent and still have a random element to it. That's why Absrad is so low on my list, because Absrad is also RNG. That doesn't mean she's an inconsistent boss. You know exactly what she does. It's just that what she does highly influences what your outcome is. The audio cues are not random. Did anyone say that? Because last I checked, no one said that. I did? Oh. Constructor said that, but that's irrelevant to the point of RNG. Whether or not the audio cues are consistent, the point is that the attacks in the Grey Prince Zote fight could be like either horrendously bad and you take a bunch of hits in a row because it was a really bad flurry of attacks, or it can be a really easy group of attacks so you can get away from it. And if you're good enough, neither of those matter and you'll just win either way. But that's just your experience. For an unexperienced player, the RNG is a lot more relevant. And I think any boss that's core difficulty is kind of just which attacks you get is not a very good boss. And like it's, I think that the most indicative of that is like my Grey Prince Zote fights in like Pantheons, where on some attempts I just got absolutely decimated, like immediately, because a series of attacks put stuff in really bad places. Like if you get forced against a wall when he places the little Zote mines, and then he does a jump, when you try and jump out, like you can just get stuck into a really bad situation where there's not a necessarily great spot to get out. And even disregarding that, Zote's attacks aren't that fun. He's just shockwaves. Shockwaves, and then he spawns some stuff sometimes. That's about it. So he doesn't have very interesting attacks. He's super influenced by the randomization of his attacks. And he's loud. I also just have a vendetta against jumping in this game. I think jumps are one of the strongest attacks every boss in the game has. Because a ton of them get to jump without any cue beforehand. Which is why a lot of these bosses are up here, because these guys have jumps that don't have cues. And they don't tick me off because of that. So does the player character. Well, yeah, the player's supposed to be overpowered. The player does an instantaneous attack. When you hit the attack key, you immediately deal damage. Like, we're busted. Great stuff that hurts you because of his floundering, but that doesn't make for a very fun boss. Yeah, like it doesn't lack sense. It's just not fun or engaging, in my opinion. Hive Knight. He's fine. He's fine. Random. I think his like melee attacks are literally backwards. Like he has a big windup and a really big audio cue for a short attack, and then his long attack, he has less windup and does a shorter audio cue, and I don't know why that is. It's so weird to me. His B attack is definitely a thing, and you kind of just have to stop attacking for that period unless you want to get really greedy like me. And he has projectile attack that kind of exists. I just didn't really enjoy fighting him very much nail only. There's a lot of times where I just kind of have to awkwardly stop and be like, okay, I'm dealing with all the things on the screen now instead of the boss, which is, you know, not the end of the world, but it's not exactly my favorite. First Hornet. Probably there. First Hornet is cool. It's I feel like First Hornet is where you go away from like these are the introductory bosses to now you are doing boss fights, right? Where you have to kind of figure out what they do and then learn to deal with that. With Failed Knight and Grubmother, you're kind of just playing reactionary, right? Like, oh, they did a thing, I need to run away. But Hornet is where you start getting to the point where you need to look at the attacks and be like, oh, she's gonna do this, right? Now I need to do this in response. Instead of just kind of being like, let me run away. And I think Hornet does that pretty well. She's not too fast. And she's not too punishing. I think her like sort of like scribbly make a circle around me attack is a little bit too rude for new players because it does kind of come out a little bit fast. But that's not too bad. I don't think it's a huge issue. Hornet 2. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about Hornet 2, because I think I like Hornet 2, but I don't think I like it more than Hornet 1. I think Hornet 1 does a better job as a boss. Oh yeah, Sister Battle would be fun on Radiant. I can already kind of get the gist of it. But I also just, I'll put you at the bottom of A, because it's still a good boss. I just think that at the end of the day, Hornet 1 serves a better place and works better at her position in the game than Hornet 2 does. I hate this. There's no... We spent a freaking half hour trying to figure out the visual cue for the jump stab attack, and it doesn't exist. And that's a huge problem, because his regular jump and his jump stagger behave very differently. And depending upon which one it is, you might want to do two very different things. And if you do the wrong one, you might take damage. But since you can't tell which one it is, the jump is just the strongest attack in the fight, even though it's not intended to be. And I think it's the biggest... I think it's the biggest fault in Hollow Knight bosses is jumps that don't have cues and move really quickly. And there's two solutions: either give jumps cues or make jumps not deal contact damage. That would fix it entirely. But I strongly dislike the fact that a boss can just like jump, just be like, and be here. And if I'm walking this way, I'm taking damage. This tier list is literally built upon the fact that it's nail only. This is not a tier list of bosses in general. This is a tier list for nail only boss fights. There will be some biases that come in because of that. Like, Abzrad would not need to be this low if it was not for nail only, but nail only makes Abzrad just torture. Same for this boss. This boss would be higher if it was not for nail only, because you could actually pretty consistently deal damage even when it's doing the spit attack. Mantis Lords. Really not a fan. Really not a fan of Mantis Lords. The projectile attack takes so long, and you don't get much opportunity to deal damage during it, and it is also the hardest attack at that point in the game. I really don't like when one attack matters way more than every other attack, right? So that's a big problem for me, that the projectile attack just kind of... It's like, okay, you're going to sit down for a second, you're going to deal with this. You can pogo off of it. You can pogo off of it if you're on the right side of the arena and you know that they're about to do the attack, and you get there as fast as you can, and then you get 1 damage. Every other attack in the fight lets you get 2 hits. So it's weird that the most powerful attack that forces you to think the most about how you dodge would give you the least amount of response to the boss. Which is my big problem with it, is that I don't think that attack in particular is scaled properly, and I think it slows down the pace of the fight, and I think it's a little bit too punishing as well. Because when the projectile attack gets you 3 hits, if you're good at the game, remember, like, if you're not good at the game, the projectile attack is hard. Projectile attack is not easy when you first get to Mantis Lords, and your focus is on figuring out how to dodge this stupid circle. Right? You're not going to run in there and immediately get all your hits because you don't know what you're doing. And I also... You only get 3 hits if you get lucky. Like, if you have to go to the other side of the arena, you're not getting 3 hits. You're getting 2 at most. More likely 1. Nail only, at least. I don't know. If you get spells, you could probably do, like, 20 hits. I have no idea. I don't do spells. Spells suck. I don't like them. Markov is just, ugh. I'm gonna put Markov here in like the kind of meme tier. He has an attack, but it doesn't matter because his shields hurt me way more than his attacks do. Like, I kind of still like his fight, honestly. Ooh, people hate this boss. I don't know, I kind of liked the Markov fight, even though it was kind of a meme. Try fighting him on Radiant. This isn't a Radiant tier list. Hi, doggos. Welcome to the stream. It's like really inconsistent is what I think is the issue. I mean, where he flies, I guess, is the issue, but his nail attack is not that hard to dodge, right? Like, if you just stay back, you're good. And just wait for the right opportunities. I don't know. I didn't hate the Markov fight personally. I thought it was kind of silly. a little bit funny. Yeah, it's his motion that makes him inconsistent. But it's harder to dodge when it spawns off screen. I mean, it's not that fast though. I don't know. I don't think he's that bad. Like, if you want to channel your Radiant anger, that's fair. As a Radiant boss, he probably is awful, but as just a boss, he's fine. Kill him before he gets a second shield is what I mean. I mean, that's a good meme. I never encountered that personally. What did you miss? We basically, like, beat Hollow Knight, and now we're ranking the bosses nail only. Which is pretty cool. Also, I hope you enjoyed your birthday entity roll. Did we rank Gorb yet? Gorb is here. This boss. This is specifically for the not got home version. I really enjoy this boss. Nail only. It is a delight to just bounce it in the air over and over and over and over again. It's so fun. It's so fun. Really guess the sound he makes. That's fair. I really just like it. I don't know. I feel like that's an unpopular opinion to like Marmor this much, but oh my god. It's just a joy. You can do the same thing with Dung Defender. White Defender. I don't think you can do it with Dung Defender. Hey, Zai. Moss Charger, the best boss in the game. The greatest boss of all time, best boss. Yes, Moss Charger. Moss Charger. Okay, you can go like right there. Right there. Nightmare King Grim. Yeah, I think Nightmare King Grim should be an S tier. Very good. Very good. I wish the attack that this image is, like this attack, did not give you so much opportunities to strike. Like, it's so, like, it's too much. You get about 4 or 5 hits on this phase if you really go for it. And all the other attacks you get like 2 hits on average. Because there's just so much downtime. There's not much downtime with a Nightmare King Grim fight. I mean, relative to like Pure Vessel, sure, but relative to like every other boss, the only real downtime is the pufferfish attack. Even then, it's not really downtime, yeah. I really don't get this boss. I don't see the point. Literally every time he faces an attack. Are you calling half a second between an attack downtime? You are spoiled by the Pure Vessel fight. You are absolutely spoiled by the Pure Vessel fight. That's not downtime. It's probably the Hollow Knight. But it actually just doesn't exist during that time. I don't know, I disagree. If he did exist, like, do you want him to just teleport instantly into another attack and then get a bunch of free hits in? Like, that's certainly a subjective reason to not enjoy a boss as much, but if you want to rank a boss, having a, like, half-second break between attacks is not really a fault of a boss. I think that's a very good thing to have. Pure Vessel does, like, no downtime pretty effectively. But But if Nightmare King Grim just did that too, there would be even fewer differences between the bosses, because they're already kind of similar. See you later, Chris! Ugh. Nosk, I, like, just don't care. I don't, like, remember anything about Nosk. I honestly don't remember the normal Nosk fight anymore. It happened. It was probably not that bad, but it was probably not good. You usually just stay in the air whenever he's attacking, for the most part, yeah. What YouTubes do you watch besides yourself? I don't know. Cooking stuff? See you later, Mr. King! I don't... This boss is just projectiles. Epic. What if I shot? That would be cool. I like the Paint Master fight, but it ends too quickly. Like, I really like what this fight has going, but it just doesn't do enough. Like, make him harder. Make him do more. Right? That's what I want to see. Pure Vessel is the best boss in the game. It's not my favorite boss in the game, but it is the best boss in the game. I like Nightmare King Grim more, but Pure Vessel is the best design boss that exists in Hollow Knight. When you start out the fight, it feels super slow and painful and miserable because you're constantly dying and you're not getting anywhere. And by the end of the fight, you're literally... It goes by so fast because you can do so much with the fight if you know exactly what you're doing. The more you know about Pure Vessel, the more you get to dominate the fight. To the point that when you finally beat it on Radiant, it only took like a minute and a half, right? Which is kind of nutty. And that is a very good thing for a boss to have, in my opinion. So that's pretty good. When are you going to do a Terraria stream? Never. Bye-bye. The Radiance. Probably like there. I think the Radiance, like, as just a normal regular fight in like the typical storyline kind of fits better and is a bit nicer. I certainly didn't feel as many flaws as I did when I fought Absrad from a nail only perspective, again, because these bosses have a huge emphasis on spells. Fighting them from a nail only like perspective, I'll say the exact same thing, brings up a lot of problems that kind of just make the fight a lot less enjoyable. So yeah, Radiance is fine, not spectacular. Yeah, I heard that there's some spell that makes the Radiances just die, but Sisters of Battle fixed the problem of the Mantis Lord's fight excellently, and it made it very good. It's very fun. The projectile attack is now just another attack amidst all the other attacks that are happening, and they're happening in such a quick sequence that, like, everything just has equal relevancy. And at no point do I feel like everything has come to a halt for me to do nothing, right? Like, I'm constantly doing stuff in the fight, which is pretty fun. I enjoy it. I don't know how much 120 damage is, but that sounds epic. Best nail with strength is 32 damage. Yeah, that's pretty good. Though you could definitely do a lot more with the nail if you get good RNG. Like, if you get a light beam attack and then a light wall attack consecutively, you can hit Absrad like 8 to 10 times. Which is just kind of crazy. So the nail has like the highest potential damage, but spell is way more consistent. I think this is the normal soul dude. He was alright. I felt intimidated, and I was not certain I would succeed. And that was pretty cool. This guy is just the same fight, but faster. And I don't really dig it as much, actually. Funnily enough, I would rather them build upon this rather than just make it the same thing, but faster. So yeah, that is the thing. This guy is alright. Don't have anything really against him. Very much just a thing, and you fight him, and if you make a mistake, he'll take damage, but if you don't, you'll get there. Gave him 2 extra bullets in that one attack. That's true. That's true. It's not the worst boss. It's certainly the most boring, but it's not the worst boss. What are its flaws? I think its biggest issue is that its projectile attack is way better than all of its other attacks by a landslide. Teleports too much, that's it. I mean, you know. Has big shockwaves, yeah. But, you know, ultimately it's the same thing, but it's just faster. It can physically be protected easily. Yeah, it's supposed to be an easier boss. Like, unless I'm forgetting something, this is a really early game boss. Like, I will attest to the fact that this boss is very boring. But I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with it as a boss fight. Or like early mid, fair. I think it's fine. I don't think it has anything going against it except that it's kind of slow and a little bit annoying. Yeah, I did the last Pantheon. Collector kind of sucks. Kind of not that fun. You just kill the things and then you smack them. And if you don't know to do that, you suffer horribly badly. Which is unfortunate, because I feel like there could be more here. Yeah, not much more to say about that. It's really just a fight that it's feast or famine. You either know the strat and you do it and you win, or you just fail miserably. The Hollow Knight is okay. I kind of fought it in a really jank way, but I think it's good. I think it does a good job being a thing. And it has a bunch of story packed into it too, and that's cool. Hollow Knight is a Pogo only boss, is E tier. But Traitor Lord, I don't know. I was never a huge fan of Traitor Lord. It's a fight where you kind of have to just get in there and then just jump a lot. You jump. If you jump, the boss will not hit you. And as long as you don't jump wrong, you'll win. So just jump right, and then you win the Traitor Lord. Epic. Regular Grim. I like Regular Grim. He's cool. He is your last experience before Hollow Knight decides to be just not nice. Oh God, thank you for the tier 2 sub. Ooh, that's unique. Doesn't happen too often. Enjoy our cute angry dogs and your lurk pupper all through our Twitch for as long as you're subscribed. I appreciate help yourself. Thank you very much. Very cool. Epic. Cool. I don't think we have any tier 2s anymore. I think now that the gift subs rolled through, I think we're pretty much out of tier 2s. No. Enjoy your unique position. Umu is bad. You all hate Umu because you don't like having to fight a boss in a different way. I'm rating Godhome Umu. Some would say I did not say that. I promise. Umu's just RNG. Umu is RNG if you want to have an easy fight, sure. But like, as long as you know when to swing your nail at the jellyfish, you can usually get a hit in. I like the fight a lot. Like, of all of the bosses in Hollow Knight, like let's take a second, right? Just hit it. Just hit it. Just hit it. Just hit it. Hit it. Hit it. Hit it. Hit it. Smack it. Kill it. Hit 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 it. Hit. 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 All right, it's the only one that you have to do anything different. That was a breath of fresh air, Umu was. Say hit it, but this is a nail-only ranking? Yeah, and your spells don't work on this either. You want to get the spell version? Spell, 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 spell. Like, literally, it's the same exact thing. And then other hit it. You're right. My bad. They're top tier as well. Look, I delight in when a game forces you to think differently about a boss. Umu can be RNG, but you can also put Umu at the center of the area, and then it's way less RNG, and then you can move Umu in the direction of the jellyfish because you can check them when they spawn. Umu encourages you to do so many things that no other boss encourages you to do, right? It's a positioning fight. And I love, like, premeditated positioning in boss fights when it's done well, and I think Umu does it well. So yeah, I disagree that this is a bad boss just because it's different and it might be annoying. I can see it being annoying for sure, but if you manage where you're putting Umu, which at the start of the fight you should immediately put it at the bottom center, because then you'll have the best chance at getting a jellyfish, then it becomes an absolute blast. Umu goes on for way too long. It can. Sometimes the fight can drag on a lot, but like in Godhome, I killed Umu in like 30 seconds or less. That's the God version of the story version. The story version's fine. I mean, I honestly don't remember the story version because the Godhome version just was way more. Okay. The story version made me blush and convulse on the floor. But the Godhome version I was engaged with quite a bit. I wish this list had given me the option to rank both, but I only got one, so I'm gonna rank the good Umu instead. But yeah, no, I will stand up for Umu every day of the week. No, don't. I'll stand up for Umu and my stream will die. Hello, I am theoretically back on the internet. Oh yeah, the story version made me convulse on the floor. It was epic. But I only get to rank one, so I'm gonna rank the one that everyone misjudges. Yeah, Umu great. I love Umu. No one can change my mind. I hate you. Don't happen. You take way too long. You want downtime? This boss is downtime. All right. Just happen more, please. Just a little bit more often. That's all I ask. Ugh. Ugh. All you have to do is jump. Like, it's not even like you need downtime to think. You just hit the freaking Z key or the A button. That's all you have to do. Watcher Knights, they're okay, I guess. I think they got, I think they're interesting, at points. I think they're kind of dragged down by the fact that, like, there's this one point in the Watcher Knight fight where it becomes really hard, and that's when they both do two different types of rolls. But I also really like when they do it, because I think it's a really interesting, like, combo attack, and it makes you have to think about where they're gonna be. But that only happens occasionally, and so players, when they get to Watcher Knights, won't be able to adjust to that until it's happened like about 10 times, which might take like many fights, right? So I wish this fight was more oriented around their spin attack and it wasn't like interrupted by their nail swings. Like, I almost wish the nail swings were removed from the fight. I might actually like the fight more if they did that. But yeah, there's this difficulty spike, but a difficulty spike that I really like. So it's kind of hard to pin an exact location because of that. So at the end of the day, I think it's a good boss, but I think it's brought down by the fact that there's this one really hard spike that you don't get enough opportunities to adjust to it, even though it's like a really important thing to learn for the fight. So yeah. White Defender's cool. I don't like his Baka attack, which is the only reason I'm putting him where he is. His Baka attack is just like, you were nearby me, and if you were not ready for it, you're gonna take damage. Like, yeah, you can dodge it. I just don't really like attacks that are just like, quickly, dash, right? I vastly prefer attacks that have like a forethought to it. So it has a really short reaction time. Besides that, though, White Defender's fun. He's cool. I like bouncing him. Here, he can be right there. B for Baka. Winged Nosk is right there. It happens. See you later, Bread. It happens, that's fine. Doesn't really matter that much. I don't know. She's just kind of a boss. I don't know how to feel about this guy, because, like, I really want to like him. I want to like this boss, but he's just so annoying to deal damage to. Like, you could be right there as, like, I guess this guy is my Markoth. Because I just want to get in there and smack him, but he just, he's forever out of my reach, and it's so annoying. Zote really challenges you, you know? You think you understand the game, you think you know how boss fights work, and then Zote comes in and he can't even hurt you. How can you win something which is impossible to lose? Is it truly a victory if there is no case under which a defeat exists? The answer is no. If every outcome is the same, you have not won a battle. You have merely progressed in your life. And Zote manipulates that to his advantage. You have never defeated Zote. You have merely encountered him. Yeah, I do know about the stupid Zotrush thing, and I'm good. Ugh. Epic. Cool, we did it. I might do a more serious version of this at some point and like make a video out of it, but for now, there's your quick and easy one. Yeah, while you were in 4-stream mode, OBS Studio did stuff. Great, I was there. Thanks. Missing out on an amazing reward. That's debatable. That is debatable. Oh my god, can I just say, I have been binge watching a channel recently. The Lockpicking Lawyer. I just really like that channel now. It is very good. Makes me very happy. Hello there, this is the Lockpicking Lawyer, and today we have this new Master Lock that came out. It has a bunch of design flaws, and I plan to go through them with you today. Pre-Vessel Sisters. I'm surprised you put the paint guy up there. Like, I want him to be there, but I just don't think he can be there. He ends too quickly. Sly, Hornet 2. Yeah, Mantis Lurds, I can't with that one. Nor the Zote fight. You put Lost Kid in B tier? Ooh! Oh, I don't like that. Oh. The only boss in the game that you can't be certain of. It's the only one. I'm pretty sure it's the only boss in the game that you just cannot be certain of the attack. Because of the stupid jump situation. The stupid freaking jump, man. Ugh. Elder Who in F tier. I just don't understand why they made 2 attacks and then made the fight take forever. Like, it just seems odd to me. Oh, goodness gracious. One is RG, the other is just forced waiting. Hot take, both of them are just forced waiting. What do cute angry doggos do? They destroy the universe. That whole fight is just forced waiting. You're just waiting for it to end. Even if you don't have Shade Dash, like it just takes years upon years for that fight to end. Ugh. Well, I think that's just about the end of like our normal Hollow Knight playthrough, which is kind of weird. We've been doing this for a while now. Nice, Dr. Class. Yeah, for like 56 hours. That's a lot of hours. How many streams is that? That's just under 10 streams? No, sorry, that's just under 20 streams. Though it's probably not the exact number because we did plenty of streams that went over the 3-hour cap. But yeah, we're gonna do some randomizer starting tomorrow, hopefully. I'll just need to get it set up beforehand, and then we will go through the meme terrain of this game, but randomized. Did you miss the ranking? You did, but you can like check the bot and just look at the ending and see it. So yeah, I think now's a good stopping point because we could, well, thinking about it. I'm thinking about it because we could just do some Spelunky. I'm also a little bit exhausted, and I should be getting some stuff done. Yeah, we're gonna call it today. Hey, exclamation point social! For those of you who are not currently in my Discord server, you should join it. I announce my streams there, have a really updated schedule there. Post new uploads, post polls. I talk there, other people talk there. Join it if you are not there. I highly recommend it. It is the right location to place yourself upon. Patreon, thank you, patrons. I need to update this now that the month has passed over. I will do that eventually, hopefully. That'd be cool of me to do. Superjoe, Dr. Class, Jude, Deli, Monsieur Fela, Chase, J. We still Thomas Spencer, Duchuk, Star, Taro Melly. Thank you for supporting me there. That's pretty cool. I appreciate it. You were all great. Yeah, I know, Dr. Class. I just haven't updated it. There's a few things that need to change on this current list because there's a few changes that have been made. Rack, we did the thing, and now we're done. Bike, I guess. I luckily beat it, Absrat on the first try for Pantheon 5 the second time around. Sorry, when we got to it this time, which is the second time, we beat it. So that was cool. So yeah, tomorrow we'll be doing the randomizer stuff, hopefully, and that should be fun and cool. And yeah, that's really all there is to it. It'll be at the same time, 4 p.m. Central Daylight Time. So if you'd like to be there, you could do that. Theoretically, that'd be cool if you want to. No pressure though. It's up to you. No, nobody's forcing you to be here except me. Because if you're not here, I will shriek and cry. Yeah. So that's it. Thanks for being here. Better be somewhere else though, because this universe is about to go down in flames.